Oh, I know what I should do. I should... Yes. Hmm. Add window capture. Okay, now add window capture, add existing timer. And forgot my chroma key. Okay, well. Add filter. There, that was just literally doing it, and I forgot how to do it. There we go. So I have my timer still up. Where's a good place for, I think up here? There's nothing up there. I should probably check. No, is something up there. How about right in the fucking middle? Yes. Or here. The souls are down here. My Twitch alerts. I'll just have my Twitch alerts cover my timer when that happens. Okay. Now that I've spent a minute and a half doing this. Hello everyone. I'm gonna play Dark Souls. I should delete you. So, there have been some new developments in Dark Souls. Oh no! QB's gonna make the timer get covered up. By bit. Oh, it doesn't actually cover up that much at all. Okay, that's good. Thank you for the bits, QB. Okay, the new route is a little different, and I'm interested in trying it out, because I don't think it really does anything that I'm incapable of. I've practiced some of the things. Now, we're going to be... What should I be? I know what I should do. I'm going to make a joke that only gens will get from our tabletop game. Sure. Anyway, so we're gonna be picking Thief. Thief is what you pick. There's no random drops in this run, so we're not doing Black Knight Halberd. We use the Dragon's Tooth, actually. And the reason you pick Thief is because Black Fire Bombs kill the guy the fastest. Sure. You. Yes, you shall be Speedbones. With your wild hair. Wild Sephiroth hair. Okay. So this timer won't actually be that good, because we use in-game time for Dark Souls, but whatever. I started my timer early anyways. And it gets chromed the... Okay. So we're gonna keep going. Gotta optimize our hair. So how's everyone doing today? I'm doing alright. So we go over here. There's a ladder. I should unequip the sword while we're here. Don't even use the bonfire. We don't need the bonfire. Man, that timer's not very readable at all. Bomb. Hello, Kaz. I'm doing something a little different today. We also get the Demon's Great Hammer. That's going to be very important for, Wait, we don't get the target shield. Dang it. I've lost frames already. You don't get the target shield. You don't need it. You do need the dagger, though. Get out of our way. You know, the game's kind of running a little crappy. I wonder why that is. I also forgot to drop the bandit's knife, or the the straight sword hilt. Okay, you. It's faster to talk to him than to kill him. Because we killed what's his name, he drops both keys. Okay. So this route is fairly different. One of our main goals is to kill Artorias, actually. We don't even fight any of the Lord Soul bosses, but you do fight the Guardian and Artorias. Right, we're doing RNG manipulation by picking up the shield. Hello, Scienceman. Okay, so we're going to need these souls. Don't need those. Don't know why I picked those up. So, our goal takes us up here. Hold on, these enemies are kind of getting in the way. Okay, so our goal is to go up to the Taurus Demon. We're going to fight the Taurus Demon. That guy can be a bit of a problem. Hope he doesn't follow me. Let's go to safety heal here. Oh crap, no, 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 no! Oh, that guy can be a blocker sometimes. Ugh, crap. Hell, there goes the run, everybody. What am I going to do now? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to I think there's something wrong with my game. I'm actually going to close the game out. I guess I should stop the timer. Because my game's kind of running a little poorly. Let me see if I can't make a change to it that might make it run a little better. Just making some changes. Okay, there we go. These games, you gotta know how to do your settings, you know? Because, like, your graphics set, I had to open up the, INI files for the game to, like, make some very subtle changes to it. I think I'm also going to do is, we've had this proven to work pretty good for Dark Souls games. There we go. Yeah, the lag is actually why we use in-game timer. Like, I'm also gonna do this. Let's hop on the Discord. Why the fuck not? I need to kill... Should I kill Speedbones? Yeah. I'll kill Speedbones. Goodbye, Speedbones. It's actually 2 a.m. Should I do 4 a.m.? I know Jins was planning on streaming at some point. This is animal. This is a little spooky. This is a spooky game. Maybe I should do at 4 a.m. Why not? Got our spooky game. These spooky skeletons. I can't go any farther. Okay, we'll be Speedbones 2, The Legend of Curly Skull, Gold. Actually, no, we'll be a lady this time. Okay, we're doing different strats this time. The strats are you pick Warrior because it's at the top. Actually, you pick Pyromancer because it's the best. Or Wanderer, or Hunter, or Wanderer. You pick Warrior because it's at the top. And our gift is going to be the Old Witch's Ring. And we are going to be very slim. And we're going to be a princess. What's a princess haircut? Yes. Can I get purple? Yes. Okay. That's good enough. Okay. Why not the Master Key? Because it's cheating. I'm not a dirty cheater. So I went and made some changes to the INIs of the game to make the game go better. And it's going to make the game go faster. I think it's going to make the game go faster. Take off my gloves. Think that'll give me speed roll? Yes. Okay, this time I will remember you dropped the straight sword hilt. Although I don't know why you would drop it. That's really, that weapon is good enough to beat the game with. Okay, with this route, you actually do want to pick up the Skull Lantern. It's going to come in handy in the. It's going to come in handy in the Mail Breaker. It's bad luck to get that very bad weapon. Yeah, the Skull Lantern, picking that up early will make doing the Tomb of the Giants much easier. Take my pants off. Up. Had some bad RNG there. Actually, I think this will spawn me at the second bonfire, even if you die. Yeah, because I never lit this bonfire, but it doesn't want you to cheat your way into having a weapon. Man, I wish I could block those bone wheels. And I didn't have a very terrible weapon. I don't actually know how my INI changes are going to interact. If you get close to them, sometimes they'll punch you instead of doing the rolling, their wild rolling. We're going to be seeing that animation a lot. Okay, this is going to be hard. You. I'm alive? Not for long. We're gonna Man, why did the game give me Mailbreaker? Why did the game give me Mailbreaker? I really, you see, I kind of wish that the game would give me something other than Mailbreaker, but you know, uh, I must admit, oh, I know what I can do. Here's some special. Fuck, I don't have a bow, so I can't do this. Okay. The Mailbreaker will be useful in the future. Will be useful, guaranteed. I guess I could block with the Skull Lantern if, really we knew what was going on. I'm also just going to, yeah, do that. You see, I've been misleading you, dear viewers. I was at some point intending on trying to grind out a new PB, but where the fuck is that skeleton? Okay, we're gonna try a new tactic, which is, I don't think you can close this door. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Okay, 256. That's a lucky number. Man, this weapon sucks. Yeah, 256 it is maximum damage. It's true. The game works off 8-bit bytes. So technically, I've missed an item. If you use black fire bombs to kill that guy, you get his demon great hammer, which is a item, but that item can't be an important one. And so here, yeah, this is why you use the Dragon's Tooth in the speedrun, because you get it really early. It's just over here. The crows aren't talking to me. I wonder if that's perhaps the thing of my reckoning. Hello, Master Zaw. Oh, there's the birds. Excellent. An upgrade. Oh, thank you. Club. This is a club run. Actually, this is really good. I think the club will do good against the skeletons. Now you can trade with the crows right away. Oh. And not a great shield, but a workable shield. Can I wear pants? I cannot wear pants. Actually, oh, can I not wear the shield? Actually, I could have traded that witch's ring for an item too. Sometimes items show up in the chest in the randomizer, but doesn't seem like it. Baby Jesus. So, I should probably spend my souls and then throw myself at the graveyard. Yeah, I do need a bow, and then I can move swap Dragon Tooth on the Mailbreaker. This is actual speedrun tactics, yes. Some strength. Alright, I'm gonna be using this club. I'm in the Discord on air thing if you want to join, Kaz. If you are not indispose. Here's an item. Okay, a ring. And a sword. Okay. So obviously in the graveyard there's going to be skeletons. Man, when they get you, they get you. So what I'm doing is, there is a mod to this game. This is a game you can mod now that replaces almost all of the enemies, not all of them, just many of them, with bone wheel skeletons. And I have on top of that a mod which changes all of the items in the game. This one we've done a lot. You can sort of see this skeleton like taking a nap. Man, I'm surprised I lived. Oh. Later. Can I use that? Yeah, here we go. A mighty shield. Oh. They woke up. Okay. That one's taking a nap. Albie woke up. Now, in this game, you can't backstab them, I'm pretty sure. In the other ones, you can backstab them. Cage key. Goff's gauntlets, sure. Key to New Londo Ruins. Actually, some good keys that I'm finding. Surprised at, like, how good this seed is. Even though it started off with, one of the worst weapons. Punch me. I've got a weapon with... I've got a shield with pretty good stability. Man, that guy's just going. Oh, fuck! Fool me once. Okay, let's see what our last prize is. Okay. The Graveyard of Heroes. Just Ornstein's Soul and Goff's... Ooh, that one dropped something. Let's see what they dropped. Target shield. So I guess these guys are rogues. Are there bone wheels that stand up until you kill the necromancer dudes? We will see when we get there. I have never played this mod before. I read the description of it, so I know a little bit about it. But I'm willing to find things out as we get there. I also do think 4 a.m. is too spooky. I'm going to go back to this one. There we go. Oh, come on. Do the thing. Embedded YouTube videos don't load until you let the whole page load. Yeah, anyways. Perusers. Hmm. Hey, Petrus, what's up? Why aren't you a skeleton?
Hello there.
Let's join the church, everybody.
Oh my. Oh, so very well.
The game was giving me mixed messages.
Now,
Okay, gold pine resin. Free souls. A sunlight metal. Large shards, and our new helmet.
come again.
Okay. Enchanted Falchion is a really good weapon, and probably what I should just be using right now. But I'm going to use the club anyways. But Mask of the Child puts us into fatty roll. How about this? Do I get gloves? Man, things are heavy. How much does Falchion weigh? Half a unit less. That could be worthwhile. So, as always, we are seeking some specific key items to allow us to beat the game. Like these humanities. Okay, useful. Here's one of the items you need to beat the game, is this one. Although, maybe I don't need any of these items to beat the game. Honestly, more useful than split. There's not actually going to be a lot of enemies that do magic attacks, I am anticipating. Most of them are going to be doing bone damage. Damages with their bones. Okay. So let's go to New Londo, since I can. Yeah, it could be space jump. There are still space jumps yet to find. Personally, I am going to be looking for the broken pendant. We also do indeed need the crest of Artorias. Although, maybe we don't. Don't know why I sent the elevator up, because I don't have any homeward bones. Those might be light enough to use. They are. The Eastern Gauntlets are notable because they are the lightest gauntlets that have really high weight to poise ratio and excellent armor. Okay. Man, when you name a seed 666666666642869, things go really well. Dark Sign is indeed a homeward bone. Okay, he always sells this catalyst, and he's selling some pants. That catalyst there is apparently to prevent a possible soft lock. I guess that you can use it with fall control to do something, or something. Why is it in randomizers always end up coming down here? That key unlocks a single door, which unlocks a single item. Why does it end up coming down here? Now I wonder, are we going to get ghosts, or are we going to get... No, we got... Oh. We've got both. Okay. Is there going to be a bone wheel down here, or just ghosts? Well, goodbye, world. Goodbye. uh, so I guess I don't need to go to Undead Burg, but let's do it anyways. These ones are weaker than the ones in the graveyard. Oh, that guy was going to punch me. Do it, punch me. No, don't do that. Away he goes. Excellent hat. Saw that bone phase out of existence. Wait, he stopped! So, here's the easy way to get to the bridge. If you've been making the jump, you've been doing it wrong. Well, my jump didn't go. It happens. Yeah, I really love this music. It's like, you give Motoi Sakuraba just a little bit, and he makes it go a long way. Okay. Can I wear those? Almost certainly not. My diaper with... Man, why are the Balder leggings just panties and greaves? You'd have to ask Big Hat Logan. I actually do want to kill some of these guys just to see what they drop. Because if they all drop target shield, that would be funny. You'd have to ask Scienceman about Baldur's Gate if they all wear panties and greaves, because Scienceman's been streaming Baldur's Gate. Now that guy just decided to die. Okay. Not going to bother getting my blood stain. It is a mere 600 souls. Hey, Calamity Ring. You feeling calamitous? Coin! I'm not feeling calamitous. This is hard enough as it is. I've already engaged a hard mode of sorts. Why engage more than one? God. The lack of poise is kind of ruining me. So this guy's gonna throw fire bombs, right? When are we going to get to the bone wheels that actually can drop the bone wheel shield? Barrel! I mean, they can break barrels. Bone wheel's not meant to interact with a barrel. Okay, we'll go into the place later. For now, we're going to go down here and get our Soul of a Proud Knight. So there's just one wandering. He's coming up to get me. He's taking the long way. That's the heavy crossbow, not far from where the crossbow is at. So these guys... So we do have some skellies in the game. He didn't drop anything. Is that... Oh, there he is. I don't think bone wheels can climb ladders. It's a barrel. Barrel, barrel. Man, if Lotric was here, Lucy, you'd be in trouble. Oh, excellent. Okay, power mode engaged. So, bows are incredibly powerful. There's a bone. Bows are very bad if you try to use them. Oh, excellent. But they're very powerful if you try opposite work. I need my bow. And I need my mail breaker. And I need to be in fat, which conveniently I can be. And then I need to put my longbow above my club. And then... Not quite. If I can do this right. It's been a while since I've played this game at all, really. The timing for this is a little tricky. There we go. And now I've got a club. That as a running attack. So I did a roll. In the middle of my roll, pressed L1 in order to two-hand my bow, and then replaced the bow with the club. So I came out of the roll two-handing my left-hand weapon, which is normally impossible, which gives your right-hand weapon the running and rolling attack of your right-hand weapon, which in this case is a thrusting sword. This is a very powerful thing. I'm in mid-roll for some reason. Okay, not having a shield is kind of risky, but I love doing this. Demon's Catalyst. It's a better weapon than it is a catalyst. I know, a giant bone wheel skeleton. How long does our sword crime last? Oh god. Oh god. Until it lasts through death, actually. It just kind of goes until something causes you to stop two-handing your weapon. Okay. So this isn't that powerful just using club. This would be a little more this would be a little more dramatic if I were using a different weapon. But the main upside to this is that the thrusting sword running attack, this works with any weapon. Just thrusting swords are the best one to do it with. It hits twice and has a really high damage multiplier on it. I see that guy poking out from behind that box. Everything's for sale. Ooh, he sells egg vermifuges. Excellent. Actually, we want one of those. Yeah, we want one of those. 17,000. Okay. A red titanite chunk.
Thank you kindly.
He can actually sell the Crest of Artorias. But some plus! So is this going to be a hallway full of skellies or a hallway full of bone wheels? Because if this is bone wheels, then... Oh god. This is like their natural habitat. They can't climb stairs. Or climb ladders. Should I try to do... skips? That humanity will wear out, but souls are where it's at. War pick. Metal war pick. Need a mod that'll let bone wheels climb ladders. Can I toggle clipping for the bone wheels so they can just go anywhere? Okay, the fire bombers are still there. That's heartening. Another target shield. Oh god. No, 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 no. Oh god, there's another one coming after me. Actually, I wonder, can this guy open the door? Yes! That door is scripted to open. Oh, there's that guy. Screw that guy. Let the firebombers throw bone wheels at you. Bone meringues. And then we're just getting into Castlevanias. God. And that guy's doing donuts. Ooh. A target shield. I do not have the residence key. Dung pie. Okay. You can never really rely on randomizer random enemy drops anyways. That is going to make Titanite a bit of an issue. I'll just have to find a merchant that sells Titanite. Oh god. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I got them both. Where'd they come from? Where'd they go? Okay, will this be a Black Knight or... Oh, it's a Black Knight. Okay. Okay, my decision to... I undid my glitch there, because I want to parry this fool. This weapon is actually not bad for riposts. Has a pretty high critical modifier. Being a thrusting sword, it also has an innate bonus. Good night, brave warrior. I think I actually am just going to eat a Humanzo here. Just to see if there are bone wheels that drop something other than, you know... Actually, I want to use War Pick. I had never used War Pick. Can I equip a shield? Can I equip a good shield? Ah, War Pick. That bone wheel threw a barrel at me, and I forgot to do the thing that lets you avoid the barrel. War Pick. Actually, War Pick is fairly worse here, because War Pick actually does thrust damage. It is otherwise just mace, except it has like this swipe to it. Kind of like scythy. It is otherwise just mace. Back to club. It is very, very strange how club is such an exceptional weapon in this game. You know that, right, Lucy? Lucy did club. It's a nail bat. Let's see what you drop. Demon Titanite. I guess I also do have Dragon Tooth. The best club is, of course, Large Club. Not everything can be Large Club, sadly. But not everything is destined for greatness. It is true that clubs are levers. Okay. Not a giant bone wheel. It appears as though most of the bosses we're going to be fighting are just bosses. How much damage I'm doing even without like Goomba stomping him. Club is so good. Okay, so Taurus demons probably have an automatic drop of white Titanite. That kind of that basically works. Irish Nonsense. There are mods that sort of do that. That's for the painted world. Still need the painted doll to get there. Bone wheels on the bridge. Let's see what our buddy Solaire gives us. Don't you find it strange? Great Scythe is an exceptional weapon. It's I think my second favorite weapon. Second or third. My top three are... hold that thought. My top three are Large Club, Great Scythe, and Gargoyle Halberd. 3 favorite weapons. Right, have to use the ladder. What club has been doing us good. Blunt weapons are going to be overall more effective because we're going to be facing, you know, bone wheel skeletons. So I'm going to be trying a maneuver. I don't know if it's going to work. The dragon's tail is going to be randomized. And dead. Yeah, what do you mean by Lucy goat? I mean, I like Lucy too. Lucy. What the hell does Lucy mean in Dark Souls? Lucerne. Maybe the Lucerne. I don't like the Lucerne at all. And I don't like Halberd at all either. I poked out too much. If you like Scimitar, try Falchion. It's the same weapon, only with higher stats. So if I light this bonfire, the Dargon will go away. Could this be a covenant? Are there passive bone wheels here? Nope, there's just skeletons. Away ye go, belonging my prize of the brave warrior soul. I don't know, I like Gargoyle Halberd a lot, so I don't really respect any other Halberd. Not in this game. Lucerne's great in Dark Souls 3. Very nice, my wife. Hitboxes. This game doesn't have terrible hitboxes, but I was definitely not where I was when I got hit. I hate the Murakumo in this game. I hate big great sword. I hate curved great swords in this game. They're so They have so much wind up to them. But Murakumo in Dark Souls 2 is a thing of beauty. Fuck, he's back! How did I avoid that? How did I not get hit? How did I perfect dodge that flame? Oh no. Let's get a revenge match on this Black Knight. You got nothing. It is so ridiculously easy to parry in this game. Like, it's so free compared to every other game. I guess I am king of video games. Man, I thought I was going to fuck that up, but it actually worked. Effigy Shield, eh? That has high elemental block for every element. No, it doesn't. It just has high lightning block. Okay. I'm the content goblin. If you give me $5, I'll give you content. Now, is there going to be a skeleton that... Oh god, there's a skeleton behind me. And there are bridge skeletons. Well, that worked out. There's still a bone wheel and the boar left, but... Oh, fuck. Okay, no longer good. In fact, quite bad. Yeah, come and get me. Yeah, thought so. You can kill it with the fire if you like, but there's one other way to deal damage to the pig. You just club it in that booty butt. You club that pig in his butthole. That does not work on the pigs later, because those pigs have plated buttholes. Watchtower basement key and Sanctus. Watchtower basement key is useful in a place. It lets me fight Hovel. Man, this is going to be a bad time, isn't it? I should heal. Okay, 2 is an issue. Plated butthole is the sign of a porcine aristocracy. It's like a codpiece, only for your pig butt. Man, don't know how that hit. Another target shield? Nope. Okay. So just every skeleton is going to be a thief. Okay. Thieves don't drop upgrade materials, so we're going to be looking out for somebody who sells Titanite. Or find something that uses Twinkling Titanite. Or just find some dragon scales. Because we do in fact have the Dragon's Tooth, which is a fine weapon. It means that our time with Club is likely coming to an end soon. I can use Club +5 for a while, but I won't have a great time beating the game with it. Whereas, even with that single dragon scale, Dragon's Tooth +1 will be fine. The different bone wheels actually do have different adjustments of health depending on where they're at. I also do have to beat bosses, although I know I can beat any boss in the game with unupgraded Club. Because I've beaten all of the bosses in the game with Broken Straight Sword, and I've beaten most of the bosses in the game with Straight Sword hilt. So, if it was just Club +5, I can get that done. However, does not make for exceptionally good viewing. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can find my boss fights and in recorded runs done with... Oh no, here's a... Oh no, okay, good. So, the guy I normally do Sin's Gate skip with is a skeleton. But this guy is not a skeleton. And he will whip out his sword. So I can still do Sin's Gate skip. I just have to get that guy to come down here. Gate him all if his leash distance will allow him. Humanity. And then I can parry him here and make the camera go all goofy. Don't know if that's what I want to do right now. Now, is Andre a skeleton? Man, how did I get 3 humanity? Was I getting humanity off skeletons? I used 1. I must have not been noticing. Hello, Andre. Give me your gesture. Hurrah. Purchase. Okay. Gonna buy one of these. That'll be useful later, but no reason to buy it now. You know what? Sure. Actually, now I just need to find somebody who sells Twinkling Titanite. Because Blacksmith's Giant Hammer is a very good weapon. Level up. And once more, Blacksmith's giant hammer is a club. Made of wood is a mallet. How much does this thing weigh? Twice what a club does, but I just leveled up my endurance, so it's fine. Can I wear pants? No. Not yet allowed, not yet allowed pants. So this thing has lightning damage on it. No, yeah, it does. The strength scaling isn't great, but that's fine. It's also big and goofy. I mean, they just come running right away, don't they? I think with this thing I can show off the power of move swap. Yes, you do have to kill Giant Blacksmith to get this weapon, normally. Is there going to be a giant skeleton in here? No, just a giant man. Come here, you. I'm going to avoid looking up to see if there's a mage here or not. Hey! Oh man, just all of my favorites coming out. Okay, if I find a source of Titanite, oh, haha, I will indeed use. Oh, I'm going to show off one of my favorite things in the game before I make a stupid mistake. And that is, come out here. Oh man, look at those God rays. You come out here, and you look at the parish. You're having fun in the parish. But what's that up there? Huh. Wonder what those things are. Just some weird antennas going up into heaven. But what if... But what if you were enterprising and did this? Gamers don't look up. It's true. So you come out here, now that you've done that. And it's only one of them now, I think. Now when I do this one, oh fuck, where did you come from? Oh, you're Sweet Baby Ray. Hello, Master Saw. Nope, still there. I think the next time we reload the area, the chains will be gone. They do go away at some point. But the first time you load into the parish, the chains to the elevator are just sticking up into the sky. Yeah, that was Raymond. Oh god, buffed bone wheels. God, this is a terror situation. Fuck. Buffed Bone Wheels 3. Terror situation. Yep, they're just going to be dropping thief stuff. So these mods, that's how they interact. Pile driver. 420. Nice. Painting Guardian Sword. Not the worst. Kind of short. More like a dagger than a sword, but whatevs. I don't have the mystery key. Oh ho! A donut! Tasty, tasty. Donut, donut, donut. People are playing Dark Souls. Those are resonant symbols. Dried finger. There is a mod, Master. You may have noticed one of them. I'm running a randomizer, but on top of that, I have made every enemy into a bone wheel skeleton. Now, the resonant symbols are symbols left when people cast certain types of miracles, and they make certain types of miracles more powerful when you're close to them. This is the Brave Warrior run. So how many souls of a Brave Warrior have I picked up? 4. And then a large one. So I don't have the mystery key, so I can't save Lotric. Yeah, some enemies haven't been turned into bone wheels. Bosses haven't so far. The wizard wasn't. So, let's see if I can do this in fast roll. I really should be able to. And then I need to move. Let's just... There we go. It's fast. It's hardest in fast roll. I also put the hammer in the wrong place. Yeah, the hammer's in the right place right away. Let's just move everything important to the top. Bones Wheel. That sounds like a song from Centipede Hurts. No. Not gonna waste time doing this in fast roll when I can just go into fat roll pretty easily. That was almost it. That was also almost it. That was too fast. There. Was that it? That was it. Okay. So this boss fight is not going to last very long. I should summon Solaire at some point so that I can get a sunlight medal. And trade that with the crows. I guess now would be the ideal time to do such a thing. But I don't want to go back after I don't want to face all these skeletons again. So here's the power of what I've done. I just want to... I gotta get his tail first. The Eye of Death. That's actually very useful. Dead. So, the blacksmith hammer with this... With the... Man, am I just immune to fire? Black iron helm. But yeah, when you have a powerful weapon with the damage multipliers that the thrusting sword running attack gives, it does a lot of damage. It helps that the gargoyles are very weak to lightning. Just have my sword attack on my hammer. Let's look at New Londo a little bit, or Anorlondo a little bit. Yeah, gargoyles are an endangered species. There's only 3 left. Although there are more in Dark Souls 2.
Greetings.
Hello, Oswald. Give me your gesture. It's only natural to sin. You know what? Sure. And I'll take the skirt too. And you know what? I'm gonna take the pants as well. Thou art welcome anytime. Well, let's put on the best ring in the game. Ring of Favor and Protection. Only 250 souls. I actually bought the blacksmith hammer from Andre. I'm playing the item randomizer Mastazon, so every item in the game is randomized, including what shops sell. So Andre inherited this blacksmith hammer from his buddy, and somebody else beat the gargoyles. When another player you're connected to beats the gargoyles, the bell rings. Down we go. Technically, we can't go to Lower Berg yet, because we don't have the key to get there. So, and we don't have the key to the depths either. So we can't really go there anyways. However, should I really desire it, I could go to the Blood Shield. That's a good shield. Should I desire it, I could end up going to... I think I'll do that next, actually. Go to Lower Berg. How much was that Sunlight Metal? A lot... kind of. Only selling 2 large Titanite shards.
Come again.
Let's find a shield. Blood shield's good. Can I wear pants? I feel like I've been asking that a lot. Okay. Okay. Level up. More endurance, more health. Good enough. So, where to? I could kill this guy. Now, I had 8,000 souls, but he was only selling me 2 for 2,000 apiece. So he's only got 2 for sale. Let's go back to the asylum. For now. I don't know if I want to fight the Stray Demon or not. Unupgraded hammer versus the Stray Demon. I could try it. Speaking of, yeah, here's my bone. My bone root home. Fuck. Send me home, Jesus. I guess the lightning damage would not be great against You would not be bad against the, where's my stain going to end up? In front of the elevator? Or down below? And my roll didn't come out. Known to happen. My stain's down there. Let's just dupe a bone. See? My bone is not spent. There's item duplication in this game for any item with a yes-no prompt, including homeward bones. You can also duplicate items that don't have a yes-no prompt, but it's much harder. I believe it's actually frame perfect. Yeah, this mod is about duping bones. There's so many duplicated bones everywhere. Hovel the rock. I could explain how to item dupe if, say, if anybody wanted to know how to do it, such as Lucy, who I think was just recently indoctrinated into Dark Souls and has not watched a lot of my streams. But if you also don't want to be infected by the knowledge that gives you infinite souls, I can understand that as well. It's really easy. Here's another thing. That hole, the god rays in the little chapel with Petrus are actually rendered. They're physical objects. They're not just lighting. Because this game doesn't have that robust of a lighting engine. All these little rays of light are polygons. Okay. Here's how to duplicate items in Dark Souls after I beat these skeletons. It all has to deal with the fact that this game lets you input or buffer inputs. Away you go. It works better when you two-hand your weapon for some reason. So what you want to do is find an item with a yes-no prompt. Which I'm going to use Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly for, because I don't want a homeward boat out. You want to make a roll. Lots of things work. Parries work, or using ladders actually works. A lot of things work, but rolls are the easiest. So you just want to roll, and towards the end of your roll, you want to press the item use button. If you don't do anything else, it'll buffer this to happen when you come out of your roll. So before that prompt comes up, you want to press start. So I've rolled in the roll, pressed item use, and then before I came out of the roll, press start. And then come up and use any item at all. We'll try use dried finger. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, if you do it right, you'll come with this. Use Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. And instead of using the Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly, it'll use whatever item you had selected. So I'd use the dried finger instead. So just roll, use item, start, any item at all. Estus is the easiest because it's at the top. And if you mess it up, usually you just end up using the item that you used instead of the item you wanted to duplicate. So it's fairly easy. Let's trade with the crows. I think is Eye of Death an item? No. Okay. Blood red moss is... So any item with a yes/no prompt can be duplicated that way. Homered bones, well, not any item. Cracked red eye orbs don't actually work because cracked red eye orbs, okay. Cracked red eye orbs are depleted on returning home from an invasion, not the actual use of the item. But notable ones are any boss soul be for infinite souls, and Firekeeper souls for infinite humanity. You got a hat. Game trying to tell me to use sorceries. Yeah, Dark Sign is a good one to use because it doesn't use up your Estus, and also if you mess up, kills you. Coin! Anything else? Let's see what we get for our poop. A weapon. Sunlight Straight Sword. A boring item. Are Black Firebombs one? No, they're a Pickle Pea Pumperum. Okay. Or wait, we have one more we can do. Sorry, Quillegg sister.
No, no.
Oh. Oh, right. Oh, which is ring you get from a crow trade, not use for a crow trade. If you trade the Sunlight Maggot, you get it. As I restarted the game, all these guys' corpses went back to their spawning positions. Come here, you wily monster. Okay. This is probably gonna suck. But that's fine. Things can suck if they want to. First try. Oh shit. Where did you come from? Answer. I think came from up there. I don't need to sit down. Look at the textures on that skeleton freak out. Can I wear better pants? Yes. Let's see what our damage is. Not the worst. I've certainly used worst what damage is against here. Need to get that double hit off though. Hello, calcium strength. Do an attack. I've stupided him. As the Kacha would say, Hata pattern. He's going to use his different attack now. Yeah, I've used much worse weapons than unupgraded blacksmith hammer here. Like broken straight sword. Our prize? Cleric gauntlets. I think I need to make my pants lighter. Yeah, the dainty skip is because we're doing a thrusting sword attack with a hammer. Where's the Black Knight? Oh, there it is. Look how much health this skeleton has, because it's a Black Knight. Drop the Demon Titan because it's... Yeah, the giant blacksmith is literally just a club. It even has the jump attack. Yeah, there's a bone wheel skeleton there instead of a knight. What's the problem? You're actually going to be seeing a lot of those. Yeah, PB, pile of bone wheels. So we're doing a randomizer, and on top of that, I've turned most enemies in the game. Why did I sit down? Why did I sit down? I could have homeward boned out and been great, but instead I sat down, and I'm a dumbass. This is the worst. Okay, Oscar's not a bone wheel skeleton. But this guy is. Stop backing up! You. Idiot. Dragon scale. If I could get another dragon scale, I think I could upgrade Dragon's Tooth to +2, which would be way more than I would need to beat the game with. So there's a plan. Twiggling Titanite also would be a fine thing to find. I have some. I should probably invest that into this weapon. So you have to go here. Face down the double bone wheel. Oh, he did it! He punched me! They have a punch attack. You hardly ever get to see it. We're actually going to get to see it a lot, though, because of how many, because of our number of bone wheels we're going to be fighting. Some pants. So really we came back to the asylum for some pants, and some gloves, and a Demon Titanite. And whatever I traded for the crows. The bone wheels can break the pillars. We're learning all kinds of things. I can't break the pillars. So you have to go fight the Black Knight over here. Look how imposing that Black Knight is. That strut. Now here's a man who knows how to use this walk. Slap! Okay, we're done here. I have a lot of souls. Because I fought a boss fight. Away they go. Man, pits are super useful in this mode of the game. I love pits. This is the pits. Says me about something I like, the pits in this game. Crow me. Okie doodle. Don't walk to the right, you'll fall in a hole and die. Let's say hello to our friend Petrus. The Styling Way. What's up? Later, Tater. So I said after this I would be going to Lower Berg. And I feel like that is what I'm going to do. Level up. Yeah, there's been a lot of people, there's been a lot of player activity. We saw a resonance symbol. We heard someone beat the gargoyles. Somebody kindled the bonfire in Parish. Yeah, I think a pit is a construct, and a hole can be either a constructed hole or just like a naturally occurring hole. Where am I going? Right, I'm going to Lower Berg. So you might ask, hey Dum... Oh, that was weird. Hey Dumbidden, how come you're going to go to Lower Berg even though you don't have the basement key? Well, it turns out you don't need the basement key to go to Lower Berg. This randomizer doesn't require you. It's coded in such a way to not require sequence breaks. But that doesn't mean you can't use them either. I haven't seen James and the Giant Peach in like 15 years. It's a good movie. It all has to do with these stairs. And the game's kind of running shitty since I installed this mod. These stairs here are how you get to Lower Berg. I messed that up. I gotta kill this bone wheel. Yeah, the stability on our shield's rather good. It's just unupgraded blood shield. These guys aren't bone wheels because they have a special animation for spawning. Which means I should find out what their item drop is at some point. So I can know. So, we do a special jump off these stairs. And we'll fall in such a way that we end up in Lower Berg. A little more to the left and that would have been okay. Now, Lower Berg is a big hallway with lots of enemies in it. Which, if those enemies are all bone wheels, that's going to be an issue. That was way too far to the right. We'll find out when we get there. I should teach myself some of the other skips in this game. Like, there's a Capra Demon skip. A way to get into the depths without fighting the Capra Demon. It has no use, basically. But you can do it, and it's hard. You jump off a tower in the Undead Burg, and you fall past a death plane. Don't touch the death plane. Land in Lower Burg with the death cam glitch, and then the door to the depths is just not loaded, and you walk through it. Which is not useful in any speed run as far as I know, but it's useful in randomizers because finding the goddamn key to the depths is hard. That was almost it. Ah, you did it once to get a 15 weapon before fighting any boss. Yeah, there's lots of ways to kill the Capra Demon without actually fighting him. We've done that one all the time because it's easy. Doesn't actually save any time though. Man, I'm messing up this. It might be easier, but this is the one I know how to do. Like, there's one by the Undead Merchant, by where the dragon spawns, that works too. I practiced that one a little bit. This one is weird. Usually it doesn't, when I'm practiced, it doesn't take that long to do it all, and it's really fast, but I haven't played this game in a couple months. Probably jumping too high up on the stairs. The hammer. Goodbye, hammer. I'll try to equip that while I'm in midair so I don't die when I land. When I'm descended upon by the bone wheels. Jump up off higher of the ladder, actually. Oh man, that was almost it. I'm putting the hammer back on so I don't freaking die. I need to heal too, because I'm going to take a lot of fall damage after this. Which probably means I want to do this. Yeah, if this was Dark Souls 2, the falling damage would be prohibitive. That was the right angle of attack, but... nope, I got pushed to the right. We'll get there eventually, kids. Don't worry about it. Fling that wheel. That wasn't actually that close, it just looked close. Frame rate. Yeah, I think having bone wheels everywhere has made the frame rate worse. Yeah, the music's good. I could be fighting Quelaag right now. I like there'd be no reason to go down to the lower berg at all, but I want to do a skip. Oh man, that was close. Yeah, I want to show this game that I'm better than it. Ten more tries, and then I'll go do something else. That's enough to give me like a reasonable chance of that skeleton dropped something. The Hollow Thief set is actually pretty decent. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, it's a little bit like the Desert Sorcerer's Hood. Yeah, when you jump high up, it pushes you pretty far to the right. So maybe I want to jump lower on the stairs. But I have to be high enough to get enough height. Swathed in dark. The most egregious example of that is the Fallen Knight helm in Dark Souls 3. Because you can see through the face mask. And they just turn your head into a dark orb. I was close. So yeah, I'm gonna be lower on the stairs with a more angled to the left if possible. 7 more. Yeah, dark orbs are pretty cool. It's a good spell. But makes pyromancy cool. There we go. Now I just have to live. Fuck. Where'd that guy even come from? Those guys won't chase me. I see you poking out of the door. Fuck. Let's armor up. Okay. So again, we can't free Griggs because I don't have the residence key. Yeah, the dogs that can be here are still scary when you do this trick, and also the thieves actually Or not fun. And we won't have to do the trick anymore if I open this door. Where's that thief at? Or that guy? I can hear them. Once I get Hollow Thief... Come on. If I have Hollow Thief gloves, I have the whole set. That's not really what I wanted to do, but whatever. You can close this door from the inside, and enemies can't open it. There you go. The one time that door becomes opened the first time, it's due to a script. The enemies can't actually open doors. So Griggs is in here. We can't help Griggs because we don't have Mother Mary and Joseph. It's a nightmare scenario. Let's see what that nightmare scenario is over. Maiden gloves. So we're not out of this yet. I want to open the way up to Firelink. And we're at half health. And there are still... at least 7 more bone wheels to go. Okay, give me a humanity. Iron Golem. I wonder what... oh, I almost forgot about this item. The washing pole. I wonder what the developers of the game would think if they saw this. Like, let's find Mr. Miyazaki, whose name I can never remember because you say Miyazaki, you think Hayao Miyazaki, or maybe Goro Miyazaki. I cannot think of Mr. Dark Souls Miyazaki's first name. But I wonder what you show him this and be like, hey, this game series that you pulled out of the toilet and completely redeemed and like became your company's most popular IP. Hidetaka, that's right. What do you think of all the enemies being bone wheel skeletons and also the items are randomized? Now he probably would have a difficult time understanding me because he's Japanese. But if I showed him the gameplay footage, he would probably understand. Okay. We have a source of large and normal titanite. I suppose raw large club could be a thing. What a humdrum lass you are indeed. So, where does that take us next? I believe our next goal will be to find our way to Blighttown. So here's an interesting fact. Enemies in Dark Souls actually can respawn based off having the area reloaded from far enough away. So even though I have not set at a bonfire since killing these guys, because I got far enough away from them, they respawned. You would also notice this if you had came down the parish elevator without ever sitting at a bonfire. Yeah, if we're going down, we're going down. Somebody using the Gravelord sword and the Dragon Crest shield. I think there were also hard leather pants, but really, who can be certain? I'm going to let the murderer kill the firekeeper. Because that leads to more items. Did I pick up any more twinklers? Sure didn't. Let's kill Quelaag and then probably call that a stream. I guess the question becomes, am I committing myself to staying down? There's also items I can get in the Valley of the Drakes, but fuck that, I'm doing that later. Well, there's an item I can get for absolute free. The ones in Firelink respawn easy. I'd believe that. So the items that the dragon is guarding, those two. Picking that up will wake up the dragon, and I don't want to do that yet. But this one's just fine. Actually, my damage should be supreme here, because it's weak to lightning. I should just hit the dang thing. Yeah. Got S-Talk for killing it. Divine Ember. So I can make divine weapons for the skeletons. Thank you for the auto host, Jens. Must have gotten over, or must have finished your Final Fantasy doing stream. Not sure how much longer I'll be going, but so we're going down towards skeletons. Skeleton's going well. We've killed the stray demon and the gargoyles. Where'd that guy go? He's just having fun. What's up? So, few more items to get. A lot of souls. I think I'm committing myself to staying down in Blighttown for a while. Thank you for the sub, Medibots. I wonder, are the blow dart guys going to... Oh god, the fucking root bridge. Okay, the blow dart guys are in fact still here. I'm gonna go get the bonfire before making... Yeah, we're using the giant blacksmith hammer. Wooden hammer. Used for forging lightning weapons. It's the hammer of a blacksmith giant. It does lightning damage. We're using it to beat up bone wheel skeletons. Here's the swamp skeletons. They use their bone wheels for buoyancy. Man, they really do those donuts, don't they? So first things first. So come back here. And here's a chest that everybody assumes is trapped when they first play the game. And it has in it the Black Knight Great Axe, which is a very fun weapon that requires a lot of dexterity and strength to use.
All right, I can show up in this zone
You
too.
can
Huh.
show up in the zone. Oh, you're right, the water wheel dog. I should look at that the next time I'm up there. The dog next to the water wheel, powering the water wheel. How was Final Fantasy?
I got to show off Fiesta FF5 stuff, and that's all I wanted. So
Final Fantasy V.
yeah, how goes Skeleton Zone?
I spent too long skipping into Lower Berg and found absolutely nothing there. But I wanted to do it anyways.
That's fair. I mean,
s-
it's cool to do.
Ooh, I saw somebody's summoning sign.
Ooh,
So we're turning human because there's an item to get by being
Right.
human here. And that skeleton's just running off into the swamp.
goodbye.
Lying later.
I also hope that the water wheel dog turns into a water.
Oh god, he's back. Why am I not getting invaded by skeletons?
At least the mosquitoes aren't
Yep, just
skeletons.
skeletons emerging from the swamp. I was kind of hoping that was the case, actually.
Okay, one thing I want from this mod, and I don't know how possible it is I want all of the skeletons to be sized as whatever item enemy they were.
I got a firebomb and something from killing Mildred, but I don't know what the hell else I got.
Firebomb, and yeah, I couldn't see the text. That was
Yeah, I mashed because I was... it was probably some crappy weapon.
yeah. I mean, you can check for the big things to make sure it's not like
Well, it can't be anything important because it's missable.
oh, missable. Yeah, but yeah. The how does summoning work with this mod?
He just does. It's like there's like this game isn't none of the Souls games, as far as I know, are like Steam Guard protected or whatever. Dark Souls 2 was for like a week.
Yeah.
And then-
So Dark Souls 1 here, the reason all these mods function is the assets of the game are in a form where they can be unpacked and like read rather than like encrypted in a little like files you can't get at.
B&D files.
Yep.
Rosella
There's-
called them binds, and I believe her because she
Yep.
programs video games.
Yep. So those are openable, readable, and editable, so that you can change effectively anything in the game as far as like enemies, items, textures. Like,
Yep. There's just the one thing there isn't right now is a map editor.
yeah, that's a little too much. Skeletons, but yeah, I do sort of. So yeah, you could get summoned into a world like this if
Yeah,
you
which
done
is
your summon
fine.
slot.
Should I show Quelag my bow? I think I should. Now, other fun things that happened is I bought from the Pardoner for 250 souls. I bought the Ring of Favor protection.
I think that's a fair deal.
I mean, it breaks if you take it off.
It breaks, yeah, and it breaks. Like,
Shoddy craftsmanship.
really, like I'm glad he got a discount on it because, yeah, God, what else with Dark Souls? Like, Dark Souls 1 is just so
Good.
great. The fact that the randomizer can exist at all. But yeah, as I was saying, I kind of wish that like this mod with the bone wheel skeletons had them like at different sizes, but I don't know if that's possible. Because I would love if the mosquitoes were just a tiny bone wheel skeleton.
You could do that, but you would have to like make a new model for each one, I think.
Yeah.
I also don't know if that would work. Quelag has no nipples. I had a thought, and it's dripping away. She's gonna jump, because every time I fought Quelag ever, she freaking jumps. So I can't show off the super rude thing to do with the Quelag, which is if you hit her in the torso, she gets stunned, but I don't need to, because my damage is really good.
Yeah, the speed run tactic for the fight is using, a weapon that can hit Quelag and the human body there, which auto stuns.
I don't know if current any percent does that, because they use Dragon's Tooth.
Yeah, they might not.
They might just murder her
Yeah.
with Dragon's Tooth.
Right, they might just deal damage to save time, like
It's like,
kind
We
of like
got-
what you're doing here.
we got
with
we got Smoth's armor.
Goodness, it is stunning how like for so long I thought like Dark Souls speedruns are sort of this like solved entity.
Like, they had a really huge route change when, like, fall control nonsense was perfected.
Yeah.
And then they had an even huger one when, like, I'm going to posit that no wrong warps will be, like, a category. Any percent no wrong warp, just so that you're not using the purple coward crystal. Alright, I can buy egg vermifuges at some point, which means I need to... I said no on accident. Did I buy 2 egg vermifuges or just 1? I only bought 1. Okay. If you accidentally say no to IND, all you gotta do is reload.
Yep.
Yeah, Purple Coward Crystal, along with being an excellent item name, is a way to leave duels, which no one has ever used it for that purpose, because no one's ever dueled in this game, using the Battle of Stoicism. But here's the thing I can do. Not that ring, that one will break if I take it off. What's up? I've shown this off before, but yeah, Quelag's sister talks to you. Enter Covenant.
Time to get free items.
I think this item isn't changed.
Is this still great Chaos Fireball or whatever?
No,
it
it's changed.
is? Oh, okay.
Means they randomized Covenant rewards.
It probably can't be a key item though, because if you kill
Yeah.
her, it'd be missable.
Can't be important. But it could be cool, but...
Right.
I mean, all I'm missing... I already have all the cool things I need. I just need to find... like, the good shit. Eingi, what do you got for sale? Nothing, because I need to have an egg vermifuge to do that. I've got 420 souls. Nice.
Nice.
How many strength does Dragon's Tooth actually need?
37? No.
Just flat 40? Yep, just flat 40.
Flat 40. Okay.
I have some dragon scales, so like... it's the... I guess I could also kill the boy. Are these guys... okay, these guys aren't enemies. Are they going to be bone wheels, or are they going to be egg guys?
Oh god, the seven
there's...
heroes.
okay, there are some that are egg guys. There's some that are friendly and some that aren't. Are there going to be some bone wheels here? Down where the aggro ones are at? Nope, they're just egg boys. Okay.
Okay, how about the 7 heroes though?
We'll find that out when I drain the lava.
That's the most
Although,
important
wait, no.
You can see them.
You can see them. The 7 heroes. See the little silhouettes out there in the bloom.
I love it. This is a really good mod.
It's a rather good mod. You can download it from the Dark Souls Nexus.
Oh, is that like Metroid construction?
No, it's Nexus mods, bringing you Oblivion Nude mod since 2009.
Okay, yeah.
I do have the orange charred ring. Actually, I have the charred ring. I can just go fucking down there.
Yeah.
Let's go say hello. Let's go look at... no, this is great. We'll be able to look at look at Ceaseless Discharge's big wrinkly ass again.
Oh, yep. Yep.
And the calcium strengthened with the same like note. We gotta look at his ass. I also want to see if as soon as the bone wheels move, they die. Like, I want to see if that is the case. Because there's never a circumstance where an enemy that is not programmed to behave with lava is around lava. Like, it's just Capra and Taurus demons. Like, what do other enemies think of lava? It looks like they're taking damage.
I do love that. I do love this image of you running out into the lava and you can see the skeleton.
Okay, they're not taking damage, but they're definitely on fire.
The 7 heroes.
Like, look at them. Yeah, the dragon butts also exist with fire.
That's their aura. That's the,
It's their fighting spirit.
Yes, this is the fighting spirit.
Up, and he ran off a cliff. Okay. Actually,
Yes.
their health bars are showing up. Are they taking damage except they have the health of a Taurus demon? Blenders are never around fire as far as I know.
I wonder if you can, like,
Oh
drag-
god. Don't fuck with these guys.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I've noticed not all bone wheels are created equal. Like the bone wheels that replaced the Black Knights in the Asylum had much more health than normal.
Okay, that's good.
So apparently these guys have a lot of health and a lot of attack, but the strength of a hero. Okay, the reason we call them the 7 heroes is because they're in the Dark Souls Design Works, which is like an art and like concept book about Dark Souls. They talk about the Taurus demons here, and they are called in that book the 7 heroes. So There's nothing special about them. They're just Taurus demons. Oh wait, they're not. Are they going to be here now? Because the first time you show up here, the Taurus demons are here, and then the next time you show up, they're not for some reason.
Oh, like, just so you see them, and then once it drains, they show back up again?
Yeah, but yeah, they're gone. That's something that happens normally. If you come to this area and you see the Taurus demons from a distance, just for whatever reason, the next time you load in to this area, they're just not here anymore. Ah, does the strategy guide also... I know for a fact that I think DesignWorks calls them that. But if the strategy guide also calls them that, I believe. Where's my bloodstain at?
Yeah.
The bloom.
I just really like the name, the 7 heroes for these, like, Taurus demons out in the middle of the lava. I don't even know what they're the heroes of, but
They're the heroes of Izalith. Obviously.
Well, right, the heroes of Izalith, the lava country. They love lava. They drink it.
I also drink lava. I wish I could. One day I will. I found combustions. Ah, internet friend here to correct me. Super correct. Well, maybe you just don't have the right version of DesignWorks. You gotta get the special one. The 7 Heroes edition. Silver shiny coins.
Your uncle at
My uncle.
From Software
My
should
uncle
be
at
able to
FromSoft.
Yeah, should
My-
be able to provide this.
Yeah, my uncle Hidetaka Miyazaki gave me a special version of the DesignWorks. It lets you see this guy's ass. Look at how the texture on his ass stretches and his butt cheek cleavage.
The forbidden. You're not supposed to see this.
You're not supposed to see this.
But also seeing this makes it make more sense when this thing like falls off a cliff.
Yeah, because it's got this Hank Hill ass. Can't jump
Yeah.
for shit. Wait, that Capra Demon over there is just a Capra Demon. How come the 7 heroes get to be skeletons, but the Capra Demon doesn't get to be a skeleton? That's discriminatory.
Does the boss Taurus demon get to be a skeleton?
The boss Taurus Demon was just a Taurus Demon.
Oh,
But does
I
the
was
boss Capra Demon get to be a skeleton?
Do
or
the
do-
dogs in that boss fight get to be
The
skeletons?
skeleton dogs.
Oh god. I don't want it. I kind of want it.
Okay, so the PC port might have... Okay, so the PC port introduced the bug where the guys stop spawning? Is that a bug or is it a feature?
Little from column A. None from column B. It's just a little from column A. Like,
Oh my god! Oh my god! I have to kill more of these guys now! Holy shit! Oh my god! This is the greatest thing I've ever seen! And they're on fire for some reason!
their fighting spirit is too high. They're here to destroy you.
I was not expecting that! Why are they on fire? Man, they're really on fire.
They are incredibly.
Oh god, these guys are powerful too.
They're on, because they're on fire.
Their
Like,
fighting spirit cannot be conquered. One reason is it's because I've got no poise. I still have the charge ring on instead of the wolf ring.
son of a bitch. This is beautiful.
It's just like splat. Eruption of the skeletons.
Skeletons. You fool.
So usually there's worms that pop out.
You
And
fell
they're-
for my trap. My body was actually full of 5 full skeletons.
Because all I wanted to do was kick that one guy off a cliff just to see what happens, but... I
I mean,
guess
that really... How could you have expected that trap?
How
Like,
could I expected the skeletons inside this man with this skeleton egg pod? Actually, I guess you could lure these guys out into the lava. Before I kill Ceaseless, I should test to see what these guys do with the lava.
yeah.
We're going to be in for a bit of a wait.
Oh, we'll make it. It's fine. I'm
Eruption of skeletons.
skeletons. You fool!
Like the moment I saw the wheels, I thought they were corpses, and then they stood up. I do want to get egged at some point, but I forgot who sold the egg vermifuge. I think it was Undead Merchant Mail.
That was Undead Merchant. The one with the Uchi.
That means I should definitely get egged. Just to, like, see what Eingi's selling.
No. It's the Undead Merchant that you have to mail order the egg vermifuges from.
If I could mail order it, then I wouldn't have to go to them.
Well, you'd have to go to your P.O. box, though.
That's just a Firelink.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
We found our answer.
Oh. Oh!
Yeah. So that's where the 7 heroes went. They would take a nap inside their man.
Well, they saw 2 of them fall off the side of the cliff and figured they needed to ambush you. Like, that was that was it.
Oh man. This reminds me of God, what game is it where when you fight guys and you kill them, you knock the goddamn bones out of them? It's like a beat 'em up, and like, I think it's a game Kaz might have played. I went up for a while, so I have no memory. But like, definitely bones popped out of guys when you killed them, even though you were just like punching them to death. Computer, generate video game where skeletons pop out of enemies when you kill them. I guess
Are you sure?
that is what this game generated. But an enemy that skeletons pop out of.
God.
Change the egg vermifuge model so that's a bone wheel skeleton. It's like when you have when you get egged, you just get a wheel.
No, well, no, Engi's gonna be selling the bone wheel shield.
Okay, we're stealing his So this boss fight, you hang around here for a while to make sure he does the arm slam, which he's now doing. This becomes 100% consistent if he does the arm slam. If he doesn't, then it's a little random. Sometimes he doesn't follow you all the way and will just like stand at the edge of the stairs and throw fireballs at you.
Yeah, it's like...
So this boss fight has a special gimmick because every boss in the Demon Ruins is a gimmick.
Yep.
Mana game where he rushed into bones. It might have been a mana game.
That sounds right. Like a Seiken Densetsu 3 or something like that.
It might have been SD3.
I think that would be my guess.
Yeah, I've definitely had it where instead of jumping after you loot the corpse, he just stands up there and just does stuff. Yeah, the Fire
Yeah,
Sage's
that's
gimmick is
nice.
that you fought him twice.
Yes.
But if he does the arm slam, then it'll definitely always work. Maybe there's other ways to make it consistent, but that's the way I do it.
Yep, that's the most I don't know. Even like in watching other people play it, that's the same thing I've seen. All right, so that body was full of like 50 skeletons, so you gotta watch out when you
So
go
many
across.
skeletons. Are the 7 heroes back? The ones
should
that
be.
didn't fall off the cliff are.
Yeah, they should be.
There's only 5 now, because 2 of them fell off the cliff and died. I guess I could go to the demon ruins. There's nothing stopping me. Like, I can't fight Demon Fire Sage.
There's a bug where if you're far enough away from a monster that is going to leave a chest behind, it loops the bone explosion animation until you get close enough to spawn the chest. Alright.
ST3 is a game I should look at again. ST3 is a game Cash should stream again, only not have Kevin. Even though Kevin's the... No, you have to play with Kevin. At least have him in your team, just because he is the one character with a power ritual.
Nobody else has a power ritual in that game?
Not like Kevin. Kevin almost has Secret of Evermore levels of power ritual.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
you dragon. What's the dragon called? You warp with that while Kevin turns into a werewolf, and you
And
keep
then-
the werewolf buff until his strength stat changes,
Yep.
and like it doubles up over itself and becomes very large. Luffy, I don't know what that dragon's called. Oh, we gotta. Oh, I don't mind. I do not mind showing this off again, Lucy. I do not mind at all. Yeah. Place your bets on what you think it's going to be, because whatever you guess, it's going to be wrong. Flammy.
Flammy. That's the name of the flyer. Yeah, okay. Crunchy sound on loop, you say. I don't have to click on that link to assume that that's a Dragon Age thing, right? Like, that's got to be from the Dragon Age stream. Anyway. Hello.
There's skeletons inside the worm boys. And they're on fire for some reason. They're also like red. Look at them. Look at this wheel. I'm gonna kick the wheel upstairs so that it'll have a different... Oh my god, there's still a guy after me.
Oh dear. See, normally when you kill these enemies, 5 worms pop out. But
The lighting shader is going to change soon, I think. I might have to carry one of these all the way up to Blight Town.
oh god.
There's worm boys in the corridor to Quillag that I could use instead. Yeah, let's just kill one of those guys. If they could harm each other to like make more Eggmen appear.
Ooh.
I was going to get egged, but I'm going to get egged later. I'll get egged when I get the Lord Vessel. How about that?
Yeah, it'll be easier when you can teleport.
10 strength away from having an even larger club. Although really, this thing's been treating me decent.
Oh.
It's got the exact same moveset as club, only lightning damage.
Mm.
And I don't need a large ember to upgrade it. Which is really the trick. I can't believe that the worms are skeletons.
I know.
It's just like...
That was definitely corpse explosion.
Right, I need to see when the new Diablo season starts, because I told Cass I would roll a new guy.
Yeah, same. That's a week and a half. Or I think it might be this week, this Friday. Like a week from yesterday is, I believe, when it starts up.
That was not the expected thing.
What?
Nope, they're just worms.
But yeah, I was thinking. I've got that Diablo itch.
Unless I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah.
I don't want to give
Same.
Blizzard my money, but I think I'm going to, so that I can use a skeleton. You might notice that
Give me $20 and I will send you skeleton.jpg.
you might notice that I might enjoy skeletons somewhat, just from what's on the screen currently. This is funny because this is like the one encounter that it being bone wheels has actually made it way easier.
Oh god, yeah.
Let's see what the Great Club is. Remember when the Dashing Strike set was worthless and then they made it really good?
Yeah, holy sh! Oh my god. When it changed from being like basically garbage.
I don't even remember what it does or what it did. But then they made it like people explode when you Dashing Strike at them.
Right, things explode for 1300 weapon damage or something like that. You know, the common, the big ass number that they use.
Yeah, some integer they decided on. There's a very large ember, so if I find the large ember, I can use anything.
Good find.
Sadly, worthless on its own.
Right, doesn't do. Well,
I could find a
You
weapon
could
I could
find a weapon
downgrade into
downgrade.
something, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I have
you-
enchanted
like-
Falchion.
yeah, or like,
I think Crystal is the only one I could find. Like Crystal Halberd?
would you be able to downgrade Lightning Spear to
Lightning
or is that-
Spear... No, Lightning Spear would downgrade to plus 10.
Yeah, then you could make it a plus 15.
But then that would be using a spear, which
Right.
is not great.
Right. But the amount of weapons you can do that with, like,
I think
is
I also don't know if you can upgrade Crystal Halberd. Crystal might be a permanent thing.
might be that wouldn't surprise me if it was a permanent thing, because that would let you like unupgrade it, repair it, and then upgrade it again, which seems like a exploit.
A little more exploitive. This game, yeah, has exploits.
Weird.
You know,
Hey, nice find.
I also have the other thing you need. So I guess I'm just looking for the broken pendant and
Oh god, it's
key to
broken
the
pendant.
depths.
Is broken pendant seriously like?
That's a randomized
Rotated?
item, yes. You cannot get into the DLC without it. And it is not... Although, I don't know if the guy who had it was turned into a skeleton. They might just be a hollow thief. Because all of the skeletons so far have been hollow thieves. I do not have Peculiar Doll yet. Nor Key to the Depths. Or Basement Key, actually. I don't have Basement Key. So I found trees. Finding a blooming purple would be nice. Because I could trade that with the crows. Don't know why we call them crows. In the game files, it's called Hawk Girl. I guess there's a giant crow nearby, so it's like you hear like a stampede. You should assume horses.
Yeah, that's basically why we call them crow.
These are actually DLC trees, as it turns out.
Oh. Okay.
'Cause
Yeah, I see the.
the four-pronged plow. Like, the bird... Okay, the crow does, like, make cawing noises, but they're just weird bird noises that a human's making with her mouth. Like, I guess it could be hawkish or another plow. I'm not getting the one thing I want from these things. No, you don't always get what you want. We learned that a long time ago.
You get a lot of poison. Your body is full of poison.
The weakest poison in the game.
Yep. It
I like-
is interesting that there are multiple different types of like the same poison.
The best tech with that is intentionally toxicing yourself with poop before encountering the Dartmen.
Yep.
Because they have super secret toxin that works like at twice the rate of normal toxin. It has its own special tick like rating, which is why it murders you so fast. Whereas the poop is not much worse than the swamp.
Yeah, I think it's 7 per tick.
I think there is
Whereas
poison. There's actual poison damage that's worse than poop toxin. Like I think the rats in, I think rats in general just have worse poison than poop. So treasure goblins so far, not been. I should go after some of the treasure goblins because I need Twinkling Titanite.
yeah, how many dragon scales do you have?
2, 3. I think I have 3 now. So I can get to, I think if I have 3, I can get to +2. Yeah, I can get to +2 Dragon's Tooth, which is good enough. Yeah, the Sanctuary Guardian poison is another strong poison. We're all experts on poison. Because we also like poison for some reason. Follow our Twitch channels if you like skeleton, poison, swords, and Magic the Gathering.
Card.
I guess since I have it, I should probably stream some Slay the Spire at some point. But that's a game I play for like... I do like a run and then don't play it for the rest of the day. And then... Because it gets a little frustrating to play, even if it is, I do think it's fun.
I think I'm just gonna stream like 6 hours of it on Sunday.
Did you get it?
I'm gonna pick it up. It's on sale, so it's on sale on the weekend for something.
It's the
Year of the Dog.
yeah, it's the Lunar New Year.
Yeah.
Hold on
Steam
a
has a
sec-
bunch of dogs on the front.
oh, hold on a second. Game's doing something weird.
Oh.
Now, hold on, everybody. Okay. There we go. I fixed it.
Oh. Oh, thank you.
I bought Jens the game.
Poison.
I've been meaning to do that for like ever. Okay, before Tie Tuesday started streaming the game and made everyone else like care about the game, I heard the music of it, which is good. In the cutaways of AGDQ, I was like, oh, this music good. This music is good. Where's this music from? And I looked up the game. I was like, oh, a weird card game. I should buy this for Jins and make them play it. And I didn't do it. And then everybody else started playing the game because Ty got a hold of it. Fun fact, the game came out a month before Dungeon Run came out of Hearthstone. Even though they're the same fucking thing.
Yeah, again, I've talked about it before, and I'll talk about it when I'm playing it too. I find it really, really interesting how heavy an influence Netrunner is on the game. You look at the credits of that game. For one of the two lead designers is the person who runs stimhack.com, which is the Netrunner site these days. It has been for like 3 years. But like, you look at the playtest credits. The playtest credits for it like is just a who's who of every single like Netrunner player I know.
Kind of rude for him not to invite you and come to think, because for those unaware, Mr. Jins Erickson here is 2013 World Champion of Netrunner.
No, I'm not active on StimHack. That's
Yeah.
basically it.
That's basically it. You're not active on
God.
Salvation anymore.
Right. So, oh god, right? These basilisks aren't.
No, they're not Facilis, they're skeletons.
I'd forgotten, that's actually the beauty of this is that like I can forget that bone wheels are everything, and then. But yeah, like I was like going through the playtest credits, and you can see Dan, the 2014 and 2015
That's
champ
rather good.
in there. No, like it's really nifty, and you can also see the influence of Netrunner within the game too.
Doesn't play anything like Netrunner, but a lot of like some things are similar.
Well, the energy to like clicks in a Netrunner turn is probably the easiest, where you have X actions you can take in a turn, and then you have a multitude of different things you could do with those for actions. So
They also came up with, I think, is the most balanced form of Dark Ritual I've ever seen. It's like Dark Ritual your next turn, which is much harder to control than just Dark Ritual.
imagine if what was that really crappy seething song from Shadows?
Oh, Vessel of Volatility, which is 2 to
Yeah.
play, then 2 to activate to get 3 mana.
Imagine if that had something like that instead, where it was like you sack it and then next turn you're up 3 mana or something like, and it's like, it's still the same. It might even be the same, like in and out, like 2/2 and then 4 out, but like you would be able to untap with like 9. So I don't know.
Which would be okay in Shadow specifically. Like,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't really, like, it was limited. You wouldn't do anything with that mana. I guess in Constructed you could cast Imracul with it.
Oh god, yeah. In Constructed that probably wouldn't be balanced, and that's why that doesn't exist in that manner.
Yeah, they don't.
Constructed. But
What would be the best thing in Shadows Limited you could writ out? Was that Gertrog monster?
Literal freaking blaze.
Blaze. Did it have? Could that Blaze dome? I thought it was like.
It could dome, and it got rid of indestructibility and exiled.
I thought that was the double X spell from Oath, or not Oath, but the other one.
Nah, the double X spell doesn't have riders other than being a double X spell.
That's weird because that's the one that in the plot actually is what kills the damn Eldrazi.
Right, I'm pretty sure that one just is X damage to 2 targets. Mostly because for it to have any other text would be too complex.
I don't know why I'm killing all these goblins, because instead of Twinkling Titanite, they've been dropping Demon Titanite. I guess I could find a demon weapon. Which means I would have to find a +10 weapon I could make I could make Quelaag's Fury Sword, which that ain't nothing to sneeze at.
That's real.
Quelaag's Fury Sword is like the best weapon a normal player can make on their first run that isn't a Black Knight sword. Like, number one most powerful weapon. You fight a Black Knight and it drops Black Knight Black Knight sword, which is like 30% of new players eventually do that.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah, that was my play.
And then the other ones are like, they figure out how to make Quillax Fury Sword. For me, it was Silver Knight Spear.
That'll do too.
Because I was using a spear already, because I was a coward and liked that you could block and attack at the same time, even though it's bad. Man, if only people could have saw that. My first playthrough of this game. I was not good.
I mean, that's true of like everybody, you know.
Yeah,
that's how.
but I always stream games that I've played a million hours of and I'm really good at. And people forget that I've not always been king of video games. Kill Merchant for Uchi is pretty... Yeah, but people don't know to do that. I think people get told to get the Drake Sword, like by shooting the Dragon Tail. I don't know how many people get told to kill for Uchi. Unless they just do it instinctively, like they see the hollow guy, kill him.
They kill for Uchi. I must have this Uchi katana.
Like, oh no, a monster! I will attack it. Oh no, it was actually a merchant. And then they never get to free Griggs because they don't have the Master Key.
Right.
Although you can buy the Master Key later. I could buy the Master Key right now.
Right now, yeah. Well, can you? Is that
No.
not randomized?
I can't because it's randomized.
Right.
But I could.
Ain't no scrub. That's
Normal.
That is a different way to take things.
Can I get this guy? Yes! Last second. Nerd. He had turned invisible, but that was still too visible for me. Look at this good game design that's happening right now. Hello,
Hello.
I know plenty of people who didn't understand that rolls got worse with equip load. If you go back and listen to the Skulls cast about Dark Souls, one of the first things that happens is I start telling Kaz about how rolls work, and I said the fast roll you get from the least amount of equipment has the highest amount of invincibility frames in it. And Kaz's immediate reaction was, there's invincibility frames in Dark Souls? Coin. I've been finding a lot of coins.
God, that cast is really good.
Skullscast is rather good. I'm stuck. I'm gonna try a maneuver. Okay, I'm not gonna risk any dumb maneuvers. I'm instead just going to bone out.
That's real. Welcome to the tree.
The tree, it's the worst in randomizers, because there's an item that is very hard to get down at the bottom. That it seems like every time I start to get this item when I'm playing a randomizer, Hot Pocket Remix, the creator of the randomizer, shows up, and then we spend 10 minutes talking about how to get this item. And I've always...
I think it's happened 2 or 3 times.
That's happened 3 times.
It's kind of beautiful. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the randomizer, though, like this is a cool thing.
Randomizer's really good. Also, there's bone wheels everywhere. We haven't mentioned that in a while. I think I'm going in the right direction. Yes, I'm going in the right direction.
God, fall control.
It's one of the most broken spells in the game, as it turns out.
Prepare for fall control.
Going the right way. It's been a grip since I've done this nonsense. I'm just kind of operating off instinct, which means I'm probably going the right way.
Yeah. It's pretty reasonable.
Oh, this item I'm heading towards is actually not bad to get. I am going the wrong way, though.
Damn.
There's an item down below that is even worse to get. I learned how to get this item really well because this item that I'm heading towards is in the base game is a red titanite chunk.
Ooh.
And when I used to do my handmade randomizers, this random equipment runs, those got boring after a while because it turned out the correct option 90% of the time was just make whatever weapon you were making chaos.
God, that really, I never really thought about that, but the fact that we all did these like random, you know, it's like yourself and Kaz and doing the like random.org randomizers is effectively proto randomizer.
Yeah.
You know?
What we used to do, I used to do it, and then I taught Kaz how to do it. I don't know if you ever did one or not. Is using Cheat Engine with a big spreadsheet of all the items to just randomly roll starting equipment, and then just use that for the entire game.
I played through Aria of Sorrow once like that. I don't think I streamed that though. I think I just did that for fun one day.
I think Kaz did that too. This was a new game. He had a new game plus file he used for it.
Yeah, that's where I definitely like was around for that and thought, oh, that's cool as heck, and did that. Because Kaz did a bunch of those with Aria. And, of course, Dark Souls. I think there's like a half dozen Dark Souls runs.
I think
both
one of them
you
is
and-
on YouTube as The Sorcerer's Fork.
Yes.
And, of course, I did like 30 of them because I was just cranking them out. And those streams are unwatchable because I was still living in Arkansas at the and was like their 500 kilobyte per second streams. And then look at me now.
Look at this beautiful footage.
Beautiful footage. I think I'm streaming 3000. Okay, so there's an item like... Where is it even at? It's over here. That fucking thing.
Oh, God. Yeah, you have to do like a really silly fall for this.
And what's going to happen is I'm going to mess up the fall, die, and then have to do this all over again.
Twice.
No, it's going to be like 6 times. Arkansas's internet would have been fine if I had lived in town, but I didn't. I lived out in the woods. So I had this shitty DSL.
They have those nomadic tubes out there.
Yeah, I used to call it pneumatic tubes. I'm surprised anybody at all showed up to those streams. But one thing you do learn in the video business is that people will watch anything. I know this because I watched Kaz stream 18 hours of Brood War before.
Brood War at 5 a.m.
Yeah, it's like, oh, man, how long have I been watching Brood War? Oh man, the sun's coming up.
Yep. Sitting there watching Brood War and thinking, it's like, oh, is it Monday morning? I guess I better just go into work here.
Jacked up and good to go.
Yeah. In the pipe, 5x5. That stream was excellent. I loved that stream.
Yeah, the stream was good, but people will watch anything, including many hours of Brood War. Yeah, and I used to do randomizer runs, and I would just fucking listen to John Hodgman audiobooks while I was doing it, because I had done so many I didn't feel like doing commentary anymore. So I just got someone who was better at commentary than me, Mr. John Hodgman. Go buy his book, Vacation Land. It's pretty good. It makes you feel like you know the guy. Talks about doing drugs with Jonathan Colton, and I did not expect that he would use drugs. But-
I love it, Kaz. Like, why would I ever?
No,
There's
yeah, we were
absolutely
saying.
No need to
Okay,
apologize for
you
that.
should stream more Brood War, Cass, so I can watch more Brood War because I'm bad at it.
God, I had a bit of an itch to play StarCraft like a couple months back, and just like played because like StarCraft 2, you get like if you owned it, they went like free, like the StarCraft 2 did. And if you like owned it before, you just got the first expansion, which is called Heart of the Swarm, abbreviates to HOTS.
Abbreviates to HOTS, which is not HOTS. It's
Right.
Heart of the Storm, or Heroes of
Or-
the Storm, and something else.
Right, which is also different from Hearth of the Stone, which is not what Hearthstone abbreviates to. But like, so I played the campaign of that for like 2 hours, and that immediately removed all want to play StarCraft. Just like,
You just got it out of your system.
yeah,
One of these holes you can fall down, and it's like, it does it. I think it has to be this one.
Hog of the Swamp.
Swamp Hog. I'm gonna try it and then fucking... Oh, didn't... No, that is the right one to fall down. It's just I didn't fall down when I wanted to. So it's just like... Rip.
Learning.
I'm learning.
It all improves with time. It's great.
Okay, speaking of things to do,
Uh-huh.
this is just for me, you, and Kaz. I'm gonna talk about it here, just so that
It was talked about.
just so that I'm giving words to humans.
Uh-huh.
It's been a while since we've watched anything, and we used to do group watches. And I thought of a thing we could try group watching. That is not what we were going to. That skeleton clips to the ground.
Goodbye.
I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm going to say, if you three want to, if like you and Kaz and me, if we feel like watching something, I know what we should watch, and I know we'll like it because I have friends who won't shut up about it when it was like on, when it was on, like when it was new, and also it's very wuxia. And I know we like that because we have other secret plans involving 30 years of movies.
Infinite plans.
Sometimes you see petrified corpses show up elsewhere because hackers will make it so that their weapon just deals petrify damage and petrifies you instantly.
Yeah, you can do that with, like, kind of in the same way that you're doing this here.
It's
I
like,
still have that disc sitting, like, right next to me, Kaz. Like, it is right in this drawer, so...
okay, it isn't History's Greatest Disciple Kenichi, but I did say if we pick a time for History's Greatest Disciple Kenichi, I will watch History's Too Far to the Left.
Damn.
I will watch History's Greatest Disciple Kenichi with you. We just gotta pick a time for it.
Yeah, I just have that disc sitting right here.
A surviving
So-
disc.
Right, my DVD drive isn't. We've
I
moved
would,
past discs.
I would just do the. Oh god, he's still here. Gerblin.
Gerblin.
The Gerblin didn't die. I would probably just do it the same way we're doing like every other thing we watch nowadays.
Yeah.
I have that. That's my invention of that system was pretty. I invented that system at some point. It was during one of the fiestas we were doing me streaming stuff for us to watch, and it was for Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons.
The-
Yeah.
The Dungeons and Dragons movie invented a way of streaming. which is just using speakers as default out and then setting opposite work, whatever.
Yeah, I used that. I used that on Tuesday this week, and it worked like a charm. The setup for that, so that was good.
Setup. We're talking about secret things because whatever's happening on screen is just sadness incarnate.
Right, we're stuck in this damn tree. Every once in a while, a bone wheel shows
Oh
up.
fuck. Okay, so I need to be going to the right more.
Maybe you just need to be coming in from the. Oh, hi.
That one was. I just. The edges of this game are slippery, as it turns out.
Yeah. So like, you want to be far right.
Yeah, far right.
Like you want to be like coming in from that side.
The only time in my life I ever wanted to be far right. Full
Yep.
communism now. Just gonna run past these bone wheels. Yeah, I just need to make like a rope ladder out of bone wheel skeletons. Where's Hot Pocket Remix at? This is their cue.
Damn it! I opened up fullcommunismnow.tumblr.com and
Yeah, it does. That died when Dropbox changed how their hosted files work. That's also why for tabletop we have to use Roll20, even though it's worse.
Right, because you can't Dropbox the.
Can't Dropbox the campaign files.
Damn.
Did you know that that program MapTool just has like a little thing in it that lets you change maps easily?
Yeah, so I was kind of hoping that tool would work because I wanted to see what it was like different, you know, compared to like Roll20 is what I know, but it has so many problems.
I think it could work if I hollered at Cabanaugh, because I know Cabanaugh has hosting. Just make Cabanaugh host a file for me.
Okay, you
What's up?
You made the falls.
I wasn't the only one. I didn't even look at that item. Was it like a Soul of the Lost Undead or something? They're good.
Damn!
They're very good.
They're good skeletons.
They're good skeletons.
Yeah, there was a large soul of a brave warrior.
Another brave warrior, huh? How many brave warrior souls are we up to? Like 10? 7.
Yeah, we got a lot.
We've got 4 souls of a brave warrior and then 3 large souls of a... Hey! Somebody immune to the curse.
Oh. Okay.
Good night, Lucy. Like, Roll20's fine. Like, Roll20 has been okay. It's just somewhat limited.
You have to work around its limitations a lot, and that is a bit of a problem. The map thing is what gets me. It's very hard to have maps that are in shadow or maps that have... You can't have, like, different information to different players easily.
Yeah, and it's also hard to organize maps. It's just like you have all of your maps of your campaign.
Yeah, I mean,
just
all in one row.
All in just like in a row.
God, if I go on there and look at the one for the
13th
campaign I
Age.
ran, the 13th Age one, I think I have like 30 or 40 maps just in a row. Because I never deleted them, because I knew I would... It's like, I might need these.
We might need them. Or I might forget an NPC's name.
Right. Or I might need to go find their token and go grab them off an old, you know...
Okay, but MapTool also, not without its own issues. For instance, if you do not host the files that your map uses somewhere, it takes roughly half an hour for people to download them peer-to-peer from your computer.
Yeah.
Also, it runs off Java.
Yeah.
It's not. It's also like an old. It's like an old program that's been constantly updated forever. So it's like, no, it's imperfect, but it has benefits. That's why MC Subtle. That's why I have like one dungeon tile set that I use. It's like every dungeon uses this tile set of like little things that you can mix and match to make dungeons. And like just imagine it looks like something else.
And like, look, this is.
Like it just doesn't have to be that much. I do have to make the town soon.
Yeah.
That'll be a bit of an undertaking because I want it to be a little bit more like representative, but that'll be hard to do in Map Tool because the town's going to have about 20 NPCs in it. So it's going to be a bit large.
Yeah, okay, that'll be big.
I think that's how many named NPCs I have. I don't know. I was thinking of some more. Because one of my plans for the campaign was to have it be kind of like Majora's Mask, where part of it is like these characters you interact with and get to know. They're like stuff. But instead it's just been like fighting guys in a dungeon and eating rats and
The one of the things with it is how like it never is what you.
yeah, especially you introduce players to anything and things are gonna go weird.
Always.
I do like that of the first dungeon we did. Every encounter that I had made stronger, you completely mopped the floor of. And then the one encounter I didn't change at all from like the thing was the one that we had to look up the death rules because one player took their entire life total in damage.
Twice?
It's like, oh, what are the rules for death and dying?
Didn't expect that, but here we are.
Here we are. It's like 1d10 plus 1.5 strength gets there when you're fighting wizards.
Yeah. 1d10 plus half the strength versus a life total of 9. Like. Yeah, I don't know. I've run at this point. I think I've run about a half dozen-ish different like campaigns and like. I don't know. The setup is always the part that you put infinite amount of time in for the players to see like 1/10 of all that.
Yeah.
And that's just something you have to accept.
I'm gonna have to rest at the bonfire because I ran out of Estus.
Oh hell. Walk back up that tree.
No, I sat with that one down here.
Oh, okay.
I underestimated this Hydra.
Strong Hydra.
Yeah, blackboards or whiteboards. I've had a lot of like whiteboards with grids on them. That's a classic.
For the group I've played with the most in person, we have this like I think it's like 40 by 30 or 40 by 25 like grid of tiles on a mat that you can dry erase marker. And so we just drew all the maps on there, and it was like you don't bother with like the look and details. That's all in the description of it. It's like we just have, so you draw out your town, or you draw out your areas. So.
I do want to fight the Hydra.
That's item.
Did I find more? I found a Twinkling Titanite. I need 2 more to upgrade my. I need 2 total to upgrade my weapon, I think. just have to not get hit by more than one head when I block. Is it gonna breath attack?
Is this the best shield you have for blocking?
No, I could get up more stability if I needed it, but
Right, like I mean, just you know.
yeah, it would worthwhile to look at.
You obviously have options that are available to
Like,
you.
what's my best stability shield? Oh, the best one's Hovel Shield. Can't quite equip that one yet. Somebody kindled the bonfire I was sitting at.
I'm sorry, what is somebody doing kindling the bonfire down here? Interesting.
Somebody kindled it twice, so they've got the right of the kindling too. Someone decided to kindle every bonfire, I guess. Is that
Maybe
a,
they're doing the.
is that a
maybe they're
Chivo?
doing-
Or is that New Game Plus, maybe?
Yeah, well, it could be they're doing it before they New Game Plus. It makes sense. Kindle every bonfire.
Okay, somehow that first hit didn't actually hit anything. It didn't make the noise. Don't fire your damn beams at me, you damn bastard. Come over here and die. Take your lumps. Take your sugar lumps. Okay. It's about 25% left in terms of health bar. Might be able to
Yeah.
kill the damn thing. This one you usually kill rather than behead.
Yeah, because a couple of the heads are just like not impossible to hit, but
There's just something about this one's health total. Like, I think it has more total health,
oh,
But-
that'd do it.
or it might have less total health actually. But I don't know. It's weird. The Hydra in the forest you usually end up having to behead, but this one, like, yeah, I killed this one through damage. I only chopped off like 3 of its heads,
Yeah.
and it dropped a key that unlocks a bonfire in a place I can't go.
Well, you have.
I have that key now.
For the future.
If I wanted to test that, I would come here with a bow and shoot the heads, and not with like, and like
just,
try
like,
to, and it would
compare
actually,
shot.
yeah, and be like but it'd be like a weak bow, so I deal with the precise amount of damage needed to kill each head rather than overkilling. To do the most amount of damage to the heads and the least amount of damage to the whole thing overall. If that makes sense.
Right. Like, exact.
Yeah, I want to deal 1 damage to it when it has 1 health left. Some skeletons enjoying the beach. Oh man, well, no, I can't go too close. Because we're seeing a thing of beauty here.
I'm. You get close enough to the skeleton there. Oh, wait. Oh,
Somebody's looking. Somebody's looking.
somebody's
up.
looking.
Oh, no.
I gotta stop with my stretches.
Just a reminder that binoculars are completely useless if you have a bow. Bows are binoculars. Yeah, T-pose skeleton is an old favorite.
Yep.
T-pose skeleton is my rapper name. There's a dragon scale. Okay.
Yeah, alright.
So there's another item to get up here, and then there's the item that you get from the dragon, and then the dragon's tail. Although I think the only thing you get from the dragon the first time is the Dragon Eye Orb, which is not randomized, but for some reason still shows up in the chest in Firelink.
Huh.
In randomizers a lot.
Strange.
Fun fact, there is a chest in Firelink that is open when you encounter it. Most people never see what it does.
I don't think, like, I want to say, like, a smaller than 1% group of people have ever seen that do anything.
The one time it could have been useful to me, it didn't work, because the item that I had not had, it was not on the list. Certain items that are losable, or could be losable somehow, if you are to lose them, will show up in that chest in Firelink. One of them is the Dragon Eye Orb. I killed, what happened to me is, this is a glitch that used to be able to happen, but they patched it, is I killed Ingvard, the channeler in New Londo, to try to get to the key to the seal, because he drops that on death. Except sometimes he used to not always drop it. So I had a file where it was incompletable because Ingvard did not give me the damn key. And that's actually how I had to learn how to use Cheat Engine for this game. Because I had to Cheat Engine myself the key to New Londo Ruins. Or like the key to the seal so I could beat the game. Oh yeah, the cursed statue here. Okay, this one isn't in a T-pose.
Already active skeleton.
It's in a different pose. No, it isn't
Oh.
a T-pose. It's just sunk into the ground. I activated my skeleton.
Speaking of empty chests, does anyone know the purpose of the chest left behind, Gwendolyn? Yeah, that's the...
Yeah, but
Are
there's
you
there's one chest that there's one chest that represents like I
the
think
nameless.
the Nameless King. It's empty and removed because the statue's empty and removed because he was stricken from the records for being a traitor.
Yep.
And then later you kill him in Dark Souls 3. Not Solaire, everybody. Although Solaire doesn't show up in Dark Souls 3, maybe he is. The Medicant staff you get in the Archdragon Peak from the snake people, the ones that the Medicants use, who worship the Nameless King ostensibly, is traded for, I think, the shield, Solaire shield, Sunlight shield, lore.
Lore? Yeah, strip for parts.
It's the Dargon. I will join your covenant. Okay, maybe the Dragon Eye Orb is randomized.
Oh.
I've obtained something else.
Okay.
That wouldn't be the worst weapon in the world, but I don't have the dexterity to use it, I don't think.
What's the dex that's needed on that?
Oh, 12. It's the strength I don't have. 36.
Ah.
I have 30. Yeah, the dragon offered us a bone. It's because there's so many around nowadays. Boneflation is like...
They're practically free.
Yeah, it's like they've devalued their bones so much from having so many
Like-
overproduced bones. It's like you just go down and you hit a guy and you kill him and 5 skeletons pop out.
There's so many bones. Like, the only reason they hold any value at all is because they actually do something.
They
you know?
do
Like,
something. Although
that's the
you get
point.
one bone and you can just use it as many times as you want. I don't see
Right.
why you need so many of them. Bit bones. Oh no, we're in the boat. We're in the bone wheel crash.
You gotta have your bit bones on the bone chain.
Yeah, the bone chain is somebody cracked the algorithm. That's, you just gotta get close enough to the skeletons so they stop T-posing, and that's the algorithm.
That's the algorithm.
Now I have to walk all the way out of here. Although I think once I get to the bonfire, I may call it a stream. I was gonna call it a stream when I beat Quillag because I've been going for a couple hours, and then you showed up and I was like, ah, friend, yes, good. And then that was an hour and a half ago.
Oh dear. It's all right then.
Yeah.
Yeah, all bones are recorded on the bone chain.
Bone. Bone. Your bones. My
Bone.
bones. Baba Nimmy. Please watch Pop Team Epic Episode 7 when you get the opportunity to. It was very good.
That the opening skit, I assume, is what you mean.
No, just like the whole episode's really good, but definitely the AC Boo segment.
Right.
Legendary. I hope AC Boo gets like a full-sized anime, like 13 episodes at least, 30 minutes long at least, and then like human culture would just be destroyed by enduring such a thing as like a whole half hour of that. Also, try to find other of their music videos they've done. Everybody has seen Galo Sengen, which is fair because it's one of the pinnacles of human achievement, I would say. But also, I have to find a good quality version of the Glamazon video they did, because that's also very high level. Well, I got to this bonfire. And I think I got all the items down here.
Yep.
I can't think of any. What I'll do is I'll eat all my soul items and then see... I can't possibly wield the Dragon's Tooth and fast roll, can I? I have a lot of soul items. Like... Need 5 more levels to use the Dragon's Tooth.
You could just.
I could
dupe
dupe. Yeah,
Ornstein.
I could dupe if I wanted to, but I don't feel like it.
Yeah, that's full. You'll get there, you know.
Plus, I want to get rid of these souls of a brave warrior. I have so many, and all these coins.
What else are you gonna do with all these freaking brave warriors? There's nothing else to do but eat them.
Bravely warrior. Still have not finished that game. One more level. Just another 10,000 souls, easy.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now we're on the Proud Knights.
Where's my Darkin Tooth at? I can also use Stone Greatsword. That's not a weapon that gets enough love.
Oh goodness, you're right. That's like because that's the one you like buy from.
You can buy it from Shiva, or I think the Stone Giants can drop it.
Yeah.
It's notable in that its release, its two-handed attack, is Tranquil Walk of Peace. But if you tumble buff a weapon buff onto the Stone Greatsword, the Tranquil Walk of Peace does damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you just have.
So you have an aura of damage, yes.
All right.
2 more decks, I could use Black Knight Great Axe. Where's my Darkin Tooth at, though? Here we go.
Yes, the biggest. Get huge.
Can also tumble buff Dragon's Tooth.
Tumble buffing this gets
Just like powerful.
yeah, it's just that your damage is absolute.
How many? I have 4 dragon skills. I can still need like another one before I can go to +3, but +2 Dragon's Tooth is good enough.
Yeah. You'll find more.
What happens if I do this? Okay, what happens if I do this? Okay, what happens if I do this?
Trying to do some.
Okay, I can light roll with the Dragon's Tooth if it's literally the only thing I'm using. So just Nude Tooth. Which means I don't think I can do the speedy thing, which is, I think you need 25 endurance to... Yeah, the half weight unit that I trade, that I get for wearing the the mail breaker is in fact too much.
Holy crap.
I think 1 point of endurance would actually get me there. And then I could, move swap the Dragon's Tooth. Anyways, that has been quite enough Dark Souls for now.
This was well worth it for the.
Really,
body
just
burst.
those 3 seconds of like
Yeah.
skeletons popping out of worms, like ridiculous.
Beautiful.
I'll try to get this run finished up in the next week or so. Who knows? But for now, I'll have to stream more. We'll definitely have to stream more. But good night, everybody. And
Right.
thanks for joining, gents.
Yeah, of course.